I'm Eric. First talking with Finnish people, sometimes called Host Eric. Got a few little chores I'd like to get done here this evening. So I thought, well, heck. I guess that means it's time for me to start live streaming. Because, hi Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. Because live streaming can only potentially motivate me more. Maybe not adequately, but more than I would otherwise be to get a few useful things done. For starters, I've got these seeds here. Hygie. I've got Durban Poison, London Pound Cake, Sirius Black, Godfather OG, and 24 karat gold. It's quite a few. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different strains here. Hello Winston's one. Let's see here. 24 karat gold. Durban Poison. Sirius Black. It's this one. LP London Pound Cake. This one is Godfather. Is that what it's called? The Godfather OG. So, we've got all of these here. Hi, the deal for real, the deal for real. And I guess I'm inclined to plant some. Your wink drinks arrived. Try the tangerine. Does it get you high, or is it just like the flavor of it? Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Turn this on too. Alright, I'm going to turn this dumb white fixture on. I'm going to put a jacket on because it's chilly. They're a seltzer. You don't feel high, you can drink it. Well, yeah, if they don't have, if they just like CBD kind of things, then they're not going to get you high. But, like, our weed drinks are pretty, they pack a fair decent punch in them. Alright, but if you live in a state that's not very marijuana friendly, I don't know. 2.5 milligrams? Well, that's a very small amount of milligrams. Our drinks have 100 milligrams in them. So maybe if you drank more than, maybe you drank like 10 of them or something. You have to drink like the whole 12 pack, basically. So out here I have this tray for starting seeds. And I will bring this inside. Enough for me to start 10 seeds, which would be, I guess, 2 of each kind of seed. But all right, fine. So let's go take this inside and let's do the plantings. Stephen A. Chick-fil-A anime, Lakers in 5. Aren't they on right now? I thought they were already on. Or are you talking about some series? Or maybe they're just starting right now. I could put that on in the background. Jacob 540. Sounds like pleasant enough background TV. Okay, so we're going to start here by putting some water on the dirt. So I've got it on spray thing here. Try to get the dirt nice and wet. There we go. Now, we'll take out a couple of seeds. I've got these little tubes that they're in. This one, DPO, Durban Poison. It was my number one get this time, so do a couple of these. And I'll save a couple for next year. Okay, these two right there. Now we'll get a couple of these ones. This is London pound cake. Get out of there. There. Okay. Get two of these. Put one here. And one here. Cover it over. Okay. SBO. Serious Black. This is a different kind of lid. So it's hard plastic lid. I got two of these. One goes here. One goes here. And then I've got 24 karat gold. And give me 8 of the Godfather OGs. Well, see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Great. That one goes in there. This one goes in here. And then 2 of these. These are kind of bigger seeds. And the last 2 spots here and here. Okay, now I'm going to water again on top now that the seed's done, because of course I need the seed wet, not the dirt. All right, there. Good enough. Good enough for now. Okay, so we'll put this under these lights here. There. Yeah, that's the brighter one. There. That's fine. I'll change the cat's water. There's some new water while I'm here. Okay. And there we go. I'm going to take the rest of these seeds and put them with the other leftover seeds over there. So that's cool. We'll have a lot of different kind of weed this year. There. Okay, cool. Are they smallish cans? Oh, you mean of soda? The things that when mom's drinking? It doesn't really matter how much drink there is in it, but there's not very much weed in it. All right. So we've got, it's not just the, oh yeah, there's plenty of options in Colorado. We drink these ones. These cyanides. I don't really feel like one right now though. Okay. What's next on our list of things to do? Well, we need to deal with the garage door opener. So, a while back, I accidentally broke the garage door opener. Then I ordered a new garage door opener. Then, I, much to everybody's shock, including my own, fixed the old garage door opener. Just when I was like messing around with it one day, I accidentally fixed it. But I'm glad I ordered the new garage door opener. However, I had forgotten that I had ordered the new garage door opener until it came in the mail. And I was like, oh, right. garage door opener. I gotcha. But to fix the garage door opener, we're going to first need to move the little wilderness car. Let's go. Well, here's the fixed one. You'll note that it's not very fixed per se, but it does. It's just that it works. I mean, it's fixed in that it works, but it doesn't look like, you know. It's all covered in tape and stuff. All right. What is that? All right, let's get down to business. Let's move this out of the way first. Okay. Now, I've got the instructions here. All right. Now, well, I don't know what I'm doing here. Says, locate either a square program set button or round learn code button on the opener ceiling. The location could be anywhere on the cover or under a lens. Like what lens? What are you even talking about? Maybe if I look under the top of it. Well, I guess I gotta take this thing off. So, okay, well, Those appear to be regular Phillips heads. So what is this white thing in here for? Just cosmetics? Okay. There's supposed to be a light bulb in here that turns on, I guess. I wonder how long ago these lights burned out. Alright, let me get some new light bulbs. That might actually help in seeing what I'm doing, you know. We got some more light bulbs at the store. Might as well use the light bulb in this thing since this fixture seems to not be working. I'm assuming these light bulbs are fine. Well, they don't seem to be on. Let's put this over here. Let me go up there and look now. 1/2 horsepower model 1S550/A. I don't know how this works. I don't see any indication of the thing it says exists. Does that open somehow? Well, it says that use bulbs any brighter than 60 watts here. What is this? What is this? Let's see if the light bulbs turn on. Are you out of the way, little car? Yeah, okay. I wonder what you gotta do to get these lights to turn on. Okay, well, while I'm here, I guess I'll just clean the cat litter box. Since, of course, every time I come in here, no matter how recently I cleaned it, it's chock full of dark cat piss and poop. It's so gross. All right, well, I'll have to look up my specific model number. Figure this out. In the meantime, this one still works, but obviously a little jury rigged. Okay, there. Alright, fine. So, gonna leave that little car right there for the moment. Just close the garage door, it's fine. Alright, let's go wash our hands. He fixes his own D pumps. Didn't peg him as a mechanic. Who, me? I'm not a mechanic. I'm just a guy who's struggling to figure out how to program his new garage door opener to his garage door. That's all I am. Just a guy trying to get a few chores done on a Wednesday evening. Put these back where they go. These are oven mitts. We use these to pick up things that are hot. Contrary to what you might assume from the name, we don't use those to pick up ovens. I think I'll make a fresh pot of coffee. Let's do that. Let's go ahead and make a fresh pot of coffee. So maybe help with the rest of the chores a little bit. Empty out this old pot of coffee and fill up this with water. Now empty out the old coffee grounds. We got a new container of coffee from the supermarket. I was gonna grab the U-Band, but the Folgers was $1 cheaper. And I thought, never hurts to be frugal when one can. Okay, we've got powdered creamer on this. That's fine. A little powdered creamer on this won't hurt. Take one full scoop. That's all you need. Just one full scoop. Now, oh, I closed that too soon. Bad to eat. I'm going to pour this water into here. Close this. Turn that on. Like so. Push it back there. Then we're going to get a paper towel and wipe this down. All right, good. Now, well, we've got a lot of things we could do. Not a lot of things we necessarily feel like doing. But you know what they say? Feel like, smell like. You know? Feel like, smell like. That's what they say. They're constantly saying that. I wouldn't mind sweeping up around here. Possible thing I could do. Since I'm struggling with the garage door opener. I need to have the other house painted by Monday. So that's fine. I can get that done in time. Doesn't sound like a lot of fun, but I'll be able to manage. Tommy Lee Jones and Mr. Bean had a kid. Sal G 760G. Apparently you're not aware of how human reproduction works. One of those two would have to be a woman for them to have a child. But I guess that we all have our struggles. Oh, you're JK. Oh, I thought you were NK. Not kidding. I thought you were Cap, but you were Cap. No, I thought you were no Cap, but you were Cap, as the young people say. Boy, don't I feel the fool now. Certainly I do. So I could do gardening. Let's pull some bottom rips first, and then we'll take it from there. Let's not try to rush things unnecessarily. Who's the woman between Mr. Bean and Tommy Lee Jones? I'd say Mr. Bean for sure, yeah. Well, Tommy Lee Jones, he got a generally masculine vibe about him. I'm surprised to learn he's homosexual. But it just goes to show you, you can't judge a homosexual by its cover. Today's kind of a big waiting day, Tomorrow we've got the opening day of baseball. And we also have the first games of the Sweet 16 tomorrow night. Afternoon/evening. In Pacific time, anyway. Okay, so we're going to pack that bone rip as Permia. And then we're going to get just a little bit of this stuff that they call... he switched from Men in Black to Black and Men. Is neither Mr. Bean nor Tommy Lee Jones. It really doesn't make sense for either of them. Okay. I mean, sure, they both love BBC, but it's the British Broadcasting Company. Hi, Acacia. How you doing? It's fine. We had this lighter for a super long time. It's a little cloggy coming out, It's like... That's fine there, but sometimes a little cloggy coming out. Did I watch the movie? Which one? Men in Black? No. Yes, I did. Show stats. What stats do you want to see? No, I haven't seen it yet. But maybe I will someday. Nobody ever knows what's going to happen in the future. Except for God. He knows, but he doesn't publish a book about what's going to happen in the future. Oh, don't even get me started with the Bible. God did not publish that book. Screw the Wednesday chores. All right, Sal G 760G, you have a good evening. Don't forget to eat plenty of cheese. The best thing for you. You beat him to the punch, show media. Okay. So, if I were going to do some additional chore here, well, I guess I could like sweep up the garage a little bit while the car's out of there. There's a number of things I could do. You first to the pervert. Is that like, you know, you take turns? Okay, I'll go first into the lion's den, then you go first to the pervert. No, I know you weren't talking to me. So you said the same thing that I did, which was like you beat him to the punch, basically. But I'm happy to be playing fantasy baseball for the first time ever. I got Shohei Ohtani in one of my teams. I drafted first, so I grabbed him. But I realized I don't really want Shohei Ohtani because he can only be a starting pitcher or um, a DH. You can't start him at both. So since I have Brent Rooker as my DH, I'm gonna try to trade him for something. Someone someone good, you know. We really messed up 200 years ago. We chose to do chores. Is that when the decision was made? 200 years ago. Nobody consulted me 200 years ago. I know because I wasn't born yet. Acacia's a professional tennis poop player. Does that mean she plays tennis, but instead of hitting a tennis ball, she hits a poop? I don't even know what that could possibly mean. No perverted roof pooping in my yard. Perverted roof pooper. All right. The coffee's almost done. I should get myself a cup of coffee before I do anything else. Smoke a cigarette, go outside. We can chill outside for a second, smoke a cigarette. My B, no kink shaming. Hey, Acacia, chores are not my kink. All right? I'm not doing these chores to get off in some way. I'm doing them because they need to be done. Oh yeah, Caroline. Acacia's got an inky pinky for you. No, I don't have any squirrel food right now. I'm all out of squirrel food. What's my moon sign? I don't know what my moon sign is, but my sun sign is Taurus, like the Ford. And maybe Gemini? I know what the answer to that is, I think. Nothing happened 200 years ago today. Huh. Well, how do you know what your moon sign is? I know what my sun sign is. I also know what my numerology is. Time of birth for I don't remember exactly. I'm Rachel knows what it is. Eric's a Gemini moon. I'm a Gemini moon. What does that mean exactly? What do you think it means to say that I'm a Gemini moon? Does it mean that I am bold and decisive, or does it mean that I'm meek and hesitant? Does it mean that I am laughing and fun, or crying and sad? You don't think this relationship is going to work? Oh, because of our moons are incompatible? What's your moon, Hero Lamb? What's your moon? And that our moons are contradictory? What's the opposite of a Gemini moon? Is it like your moon's in Virgo? Good for you, Virgo moon. I'm a Gemini moon. Do we fight each other? If the Virgo and Gemini moons fight each other? Okay, I already ran this one by Ruben in the chat, but you weren't there. It's an ink pink. A life jacket. My emotional side is schizophrenic. Rachel's moon is opposite mine. Hers is Sagittarius. I see. Gemini and Virgo are very similar. What about Gemini and Sagittarius? You and Acacia have the same sun sign, huh? All right, well, the coffee's down. I guess I'll make myself a cup. Opposites can be complementary. Have you seen Penguinus impennis, great auk? No, I have not seen that. I don't know what that is. He's saying we're emotionally schizophrenic, which presumably means like, now I'm happy, now I'm sad. Now I'm happy, now I'm sad. I don't know if that's true or not of me. Follow these 3 steps. Hopefully you have not, as this bird has been extinct since 1844. You may have fallen into a rip in the fabric of time. And if I do see one, should, number 1, don't panic. Number 2, don't stare at the bird for too long. And number 3, seek help. Like, help! I'm looking at an extinct bird. What help do you need? I need help looking at it, obviously. Think 2 eyes on this bird are sufficient? Penguinus impennis, the great auk. Was it a kind of penguin? Oh yeah, it looks like kind of penguin. It became extinct in the mid-19th century. Well, that's unfortunate that people made the great auk go extinct. A life jacket. Hmm. Hmm. I don't know. That was a tricky one. I've got a Taurus sun, and a Gemini moon. Yeah, 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 yeah. Well, sure, I'm emotionally involved in ideas. Like, um, in the sense that for a rationalist like me, it's understandable that I'm going to be upset and or push back against somebody who's treating words as though from my perspective, as though they didn't have a meaningful way of communicating information, that they were just there to express one's feelings or something, you know. And when people are dissembling, that is to say, using words to try to prevent the usage of words from being meaningfully effective, you know, like doing any work, that's going to interfere with my basic paradigm of doing stuff, and that's going to make me annoyed, you know. Anytime that people run into paradigm clashes, they're going to there's going to be a little bit of, you know, conflict. So you might see like Cone Man come in and get me like agitated because he's saying these wrong things, and then I'm trying to correct him and he's not hearing me or listening or something. But what it really is just a conflict between, you know, TI polar and FI polar. I guess well, I wouldn't say there's any really any conflict between me and Cone Man. It's just um, he tends to say things I disagree with, and I guess that's just I guess that's what it means to be like emotionally engaged with ideas. I definitely think it's important to be correct. It's like whatever your modality is, my modality is being correct. You're going to think it's important not just for you, but for the world to some extent. At least I understand that my my ways of understanding are not particularly useful in any sense. But I am still going to behave as though using words carefully matters to some extent because it's how I operate. Remember me, chat. Chain user 177. Hey, it's the Juggalo. Hi, Juggalo. How are you? What is a Juggalo? He eats Monopoly shit that connects for. Caroline is Aries rising. Winston's mom and Libra are opposite. Are female juggalos juggalitas? Or juggalas? Or jugalalos? Jugalalos. Because of gala, you see. Alright, well, I guess I should put the little wilderness cart back in the driveway, or back in the garage. Or sweep. I could sweep. Sweeping, though. It's not that messy in here. It's fine. It's fine. Jugga-hen. Jugga-ho. Oh. Female juggalos or juggahos? Huh. I don't know if they'd appreciate being called juggahos. But that's a good name. Nobody's going to deny that's a good name. May not be the most, feminist name ever, but it's a good name. Standing in the garage, not doing things. Look at me go. Look at me, high achieving Eric. Oh, I don't feel like dinosaurs. Alright, well, at least I can formally give up on this for the moment. I'll put this ladder back. That's one thing at a time. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Just put this ladder back. Go on now. Go on now and get it. And I just put this right here. Things are designed to lean against walls like that. A lot of people don't maybe know that. You just gotta put them in the right direction and they stand right up against the wall. Flush. It's really smartly designed. Ladders, that is. Okay, why don't I put a few things away that need to be put away? These logs have been here for months and months. Empty. That needs to go to the gas station and get filled up. This one's full. You can go back in here. This one is also full. You can go back in here. Ow. These logs, I just put them in here. The dirt scooper, I used the dirt scooper. Put that back there. Good job, Eric. You really take the cake for our accomplishment. Okay. Well, I mean, if I had a broom right here, I could do a little brooming. Yes, I know it's called sweeping. I like to call it brooming, okay? Just let me call it brooming if I want. Close the door on Rachel so that she doesn't know what secret stuff we're up to. No, it's really because I don't want it to be loud. She's going to know exactly what secret stuff we're up to because she's listening to the live stream right now. So, obviously, she's going to know exactly what we're up to. And boy, is she going to be mad.
What are you doing sweeping? You stop that right now!
That's what she's going to say. Probably not, actually. I was probably just making that up. Alright, do a little sweeps. Let's do a little sweeparoos. Okay. Okay. Alright, so now what we want to do, this area over here more, we'll move this box of stuff where it goes, which is right here, I guess. This doesn't go there, it goes in here. There we go. That can go there. You know what, aloe vera plant? I think it's time for you to go back outside. I do. I do think that. All right. Okay. Making some progress. I definitely am making some progress. Okay. Now let's get the dustpan. Well, sweep it into here. As per meow. I'll come back for the rest. That's pretty good. Okay. Well, it's kind of good over here, but so. There we go. Nice and clean. It's fine. Okay. So now let's go get the keys to the car. So I guess I put back inside. Actually, did I ever make myself a cup of coffee? I don't think I ever did. Hi, Ike OGO man. How are you doing? I hope you're doing either both fine and well, or at least one of those things. Coffee, right. I never did make myself a cup of coffee. Rachel, you want a cup of coffee? Oh. She'll hear it on the chat. I mean, she'll hear it on the stream. Okay. Let's make some coffee. So, pour that in there with a stern pouring motion. And get some of this creamer. We'll put that in here like so. And get this little one to stir it with. And then, to complete the masterpiece, and I got a few coffee grounds in there. That was dumb of me. I used the scooper. Yeah, you don't even care. Doesn't even matter. The boring, very TE sort of explanation. That's the coup de grace. Ah, that's tasty. Let's have a pastry to go with it. Have one of these delicious chocolate cookies. These cookies are so bombtacular. All right, now let's go smoke a cigarette now that we have coffee. Out back here for a second. Sacre bleu. What's that? Oh, sacre bleu. Now I understand. Because you spelled it wrong. I don't know if you're aware of this occasion, but you totally spelled that wrong. Sacre bleu is the French version of ay caramba. I guess I should have just said sacre bleu is French for ay caramba. The English version of it might be like, man alive. Well, this certainly is a swell place to sit and have a cigarette. Look out down over the hill and stuff, you know. Feel like you're a little cabin in the woods. Well, you know, one thing I could do, if I could start digging the next portion of the trench. I need to get more steer manure blend from the hardware store as per this stuff. It's cheap, you know. It's like, I think it's definitely under $4 a bag. It's either $3.99 a bag, $3.49 a bag, or $2.99 a bag. My first crop of seedlings over there is, they all seem to still be alive, which is basically all you can ask for from seedlings. But I might lose one of them. I'm thinking I might lose this little one right there. Jumping Jehoshaphat. That'll be another good one, yeah. That doesn't sound fun to me, Hero. That sounds scary. Yeah, this little guy down here is having a bit of a rough go of it. This one. The rest of them I think are going to be fine. And that one might be as well. It's still alive, and it's been a couple of days on the ground now. I've been pretty good about watering every 24 hours or a little less even to make sure it doesn't get too dry. It's not been too hot, so shouldn't be a huge problem. Gotta dig up this thing from last year and the dirt all on here. I'll put the rest of them. I'm gonna space the rest of them out a little bit more. Anyway, we'll just ideally have basically one of it being kind of like a hedge right here. I'm gonna go all the way down to the end. I don't even need to go that far. I wouldn't even know how to get there. It's a lovely evening. I have this jacket on, but it might be a few degrees chilly if I didn't. It's pretty like 71 degrees outside right now or something, you know. Pretty much like the perfect temperature. And for whatever reason, there aren't any bugs yet. Usually we start getting face flies. I mean, we will get them again, but just these little gnats that fly around getting your face. They're annoying. There are none of them right now, though. It's just gorgeous out. The best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup. That's what's in my cup today. Folgers plus Coffee Mate, powdered creamer plus milk. And it's absolutely delicious. They finally started making new Naked and Afraids again. Rachel and I do an unusual amount of typology talk when we watch Naked and Afraid. You know, I don't, by and large, tend to type characters that much on TV, but I do tend to type I mean, you didn't talk about the contestants type on Naked and Afraid, just because I think you can really see the respective relationships with FE/TE and or FITI. But it's like in the last one, Rich and I didn't really type them. There were 2 episodes in one. The first episode, it was obvious to me right away that the lady was ISTJ. She just seemed super ISTJ. And the second one, she might have been ESFJ, might have been ESTJ. I'm not entirely sure what she was, but we didn't really talk about it in the second one. You eat, yes, okay, thank you. Somebody put him on timeout, please. Lovely day for a bag of salted dried foreskins. But you know, it's kind of the calm before the storm day too. Tomorrow, opening day in baseball, Sweet 16 games. And tomorrow, during the day part, once I get up, I need to go put a couple hours in on the other house. I don't want to put that off till the last minute if I can possibly avoid it. I'm nearing the end of my Adderall, so see how much I can get done tomorrow. Maybe even if I really got a bug in my ass, I could try to go get something done tonight. I could at least like take stuff over there, maybe. A realtor called today. Taking pictures of it on Monday, so. Busy times. Busy times in Erictown. It's funny how they said law, all meds on deck. I was like, yeah, correct. But then I realized said mods. Possibly because of the foreskin invasion. All right, let's pretend. Let's pretend for just a second. And we're just pretending, remember, that we really feel motivated. And we're going to start digging over here. We don't and aren't, but we're just pretending. Whew. I'm so out of shape. But this will help a little bit. You know, all this gardening I've been doing. It's easier to do it right now than during the heat of the day, although it's not getting especially hot right now. I'll hit that trough one more time before I quit on it. I have a little bit of cushion because the seedlings the seeds I just started them today, so it'll be a couple days before they sprout, and a couple days after that before they are ready to go on the ground. Thing is, I remember, I believe, the order in which I planted them, like in this seedling pack. Durban Poison, then London Pancake, then Sirius Black, then 24 Karat Gold, then Godfather OG. So I'm going to try to plant them in the ground in that order too, so I can know which ones are which. That'll be good. Maybe I won't hit that again. Actually, maybe I will go get the little wilderness car, back that into the garage, and then I wouldn't mind sweeping up front a bit, like on the front step and the walkway. Seems like a good idea. You like Folgers? I like Folgers too. It's good. It's the best cheap copy. Well, I got it instead of U-Ban, which is $1 more. And I don't regret it at all. It's delicious. I don't find that I like it worse than, say, Starbucks at all. I mean, Folgers should know what they're doing. They make a lot of coffee. I'm not such a big believer in boutiquiness when it comes to coffee. All right. Let's go get the keys. Let's go back in the little wilderness car. And then maybe, if we really feel like we got a bug up our butt, we'll sweep this walkway a little bit. I don't know if we have that much of a bug up our butt or not. I mean, a bee in our bonnet. I don't mean to be profane. What we're going to do maybe is put a wet paper towel over this. Keep it extra moist in there while while they are sprouting, Bubba wants to go outside. Okay, out you go. There. The seedlings should be fine now. And just keep wetting that paper towel the next couple of days, and then seedlings will just pop right through it. I am a Douglas fir, always prepared, whether for a rainstorm or to offer advice to a friend. What kind of tree are we? I want to know what kind of tree I am. That's not, that link doesn't take you to what kind of tree are you test. High goals are for you. My friend Ty came first in the Beijing Marathon 5 years ago, but was still not awarded a gold medal because China refuses to acknowledge he won. That's very Chinese. What kind of tree am I? I'm going to say I'm a maple tree. Because if you cut into me, out comes pure maple syrup. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. If you're going to put something in your butt, gold's a nice, safe thing to put in your butt because it's not reactive with people, you know. Precious metals, silver, gold, palladium. You can put them in your body and stuff and it doesn't hurt you. Whereas lead, on the other hand, you don't want to put lead in your body. And you'll be like, womp, 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 I got lead poisoning. Oh, that's right. We know what kind of tree acacia is. She's an acacia tree. Are you suggesting that we eat Caroline to get vitamin C? Winston's mom. It's still cannibalism, even if she's identifying as a tree. I had a goldfish that would break dance on the carpet, but only for about 10 seconds. Yeah. It's kind of a mean joke. It's mean to the little fish. People often boof wonder points too. Well, they're made out of precious metals. It's a grab bag. You never know which precious metal a given wonder point is made out of. Could be silver, could be gold, could be palladium, could be platinum. Could be diamonds. You don't want to put diamonds in your butt though. That'll cut your butt. She intimidated people? That's awfully vague. Like, hey, hi, I'm the Zwitzer. I'm more successful at my career than you'll ever be at yours. Like that? That kind of intimidating? Hard to say. I eat dried prunes and I cannot lie. What tree are you? What tree am I? The weekend comes up. What sounds good? I'll go with rainy day. Ooh, tonight's dinner, I guess I'd go for hearty stew with crusty bread. Open your closet. What do you see? A lot of color, not just in blue, mostly neutrals. I guess mostly neutrals. What's your favorite outdoor activity? Hiking, going to the beach, or picnic? I guess I'll take hiking. What kind of party attendee are you? I'm loud, goofy, in the center of attention, telling funny stories and jokes. I'm the person helping out the host. I'm the one you can count on to RSVP and show up ready to have fun. I guess of those three, I'll be the first one. When you commute, you take different routes on occasion. I get bored if I cannot switch things up. Okay. Which better describes you, a doer or a thinker? I come up with a plan and go for it. Or I like to consider all my options before forging ahead. I guess a thinker. I'm a red alder. Natives of the Pacific Northwest, the red alder is a deciduous tree used by indigenous people for a variety of purposes, including medicine and dye. As an important forest tree, it grows quickly and aids in the restoration of disturbed land. Much like the red alder, you are a quiet observer. I'm not really a quiet observer. You think before you speak and often ponder life's profound questions. I do ponder life's profound questions, and I do think before I speak. Your friends know they can depend on you for support, and you will remain a reassuring presence in their lives. All right, well, there you go. And what's important to note is that I'm the only red alder as well. You and I are the same tree, Unicorn Ninja. It doesn't mean anything. Just somebody made that shit up out of nothing. That's what it means, nothing. I can make that shit up. I can make up that thing too, like, what kind of fern are you? And I just get a bunch of ferns, like 12 different ferns or something. And I ask some questions and I randomly link questions to this kind of fern and that kind of fern. And then I write some bullshit about each kind of fern. Just that straightforward. Juggalo house planting. Planting. No, I got it. Mrs. Mom. What kind of sandwich are you? Yeah, I can make that. What kind of sandwich are you? On the weekends, do you like meow meow? Oh, you're a roast beef sandwich. What strain of marijuana are you? I can do that. You got a California redwood. What does it mean? Who knows? Well, it means you're naturally rot and insect resistant, so you're a good material to make decks out of. That's what it means. Has anybody ever tried to make a deck out of you before heroin? Acacia related to the red alder, huh? What kind of space alien are you? How many different kinds of space alien are there? What kind of sandwich are you? There actually is such a quiz. There you go. You're a hero sandwich? Or you can do which cryptid are you? Are you Sasquatch, Loch Ness Monster, Glide Flaps, Mayan Shanktopus? I've done a lot of dumb stuff in my life simply because I was bored and wanted to do it. Well, I mean, that's why one does anything that one does with free time, you know? Really? Oh. Okay, we're back. We're back and better than ever. Redwoods are so cool. Which kind of tree do you think is the dorky tree, the uncool tree? What's a Smurf sandwich? Presumably, it's two pieces of bread with a Smurf in between, right? I mean, unless it's some sort of sexual innuendo for something. It's when a guy stands upside down on his head and the girl. Some other ridiculous nonsense like that. Oh, yeah, ridiculous nonsense. Oh, yeah, ridiculous times. So, I still haven't taken a little car in, huh? I just started playing poker. Well, I'll do that after at the first break I hit here. Tell us the story. I played ping pong with Enrique Iglesias. That's what the media reported. True story is a lot darker than that. I was playing Mayan death basketball. We were in the clutches of Mayan Shanktopus, and he said, if you don't play Mayan death ball, then I'll shank you both to death with my obsidian knives. He said it in Spanish, but Enrique Iglesias translated for me. Anyway, we both managed to escape with our lives. But if it hadn't been for the incidental arrival of glide flaps on the scene who distracted my Shanktopus briefly, we could have been in real trouble. Of course, once he's down on the ground, it's hard for glide flaps to get elevated again. So that's really what saved us. And my Shanktopus, yes, he has long Shanktopusy arms, but he doesn't really move that fast on land. He has an adaptive breathing device, though, so he can be on land. He just prefers not to be. But since he does most of his shanking at Mayan temples, he spends most of his time on land. Voted shankiest octopus 10 years running. A lot of people forget this, but Mayan Shanktopus did put out a rap album at one point. It wasn't very good. I don't blame you for forgetting about it. BYFLE. Big yawns for little Eric. So, in the end, Enrique Iglesias and I became fast friends. He made me godfather to his child, but then we had a conflict and he ungodfathered me. And I said, "You can't ungodfather me. If you die, I'm taking care of your kid, and that's final." I'm not sure where we ended that, what the deal is, but should be fine. His kid's like 40 now, so. Yes, all this happened when I was like 10 years old. Okay, 13. Yeah, I was young. He was young, I was young. Enrique Iglesias had a kid when he was like very young. He was an early bloomer. He was a very early bloomer. Here I am, okay? Unlike me, I was a late bloomer. I didn't hit puberty until 26, 27 years old. I like my coffee like I like my wives. From a third world country at a reasonable price. Well, that's not where I got my wife from. Oh, you think so, Hero Lamb? Maybe. Maybe I was just scared to jump out of the nest like a little baby bird, terrified of death by ground. It seemed like a putty cat joke. I'm glad that I don't have to worry about dating women, whatever, all that stuff anymore. Magic Johnson says the Pacers find stupid ways to lose. Definitely should have won that game. Which game is that they should have won? The one they were just playing, it, presumably. Let's see who the Pacers were playing. Oh, they lost to the Lakers? I see. I mean, the Pacers have a pretty good record, 42 and 30. Lakers about the same, 44-28. And inside the incredibly high risk, low reward LeBron James bet. Hmm. Down in a dimly lit, unfinished basement in Iowa, David J. tuned into the game. He bet $10,000 at minus 1,800 odds to win, a net 562 on James reaching double figures against the Jazz. His post went viral, amassing 3.3 million views on X. The next night was much more stressful. James, who had scored at least 10 points in every one of his games since 2007, had only 7 points with 12 minutes left in a blowout. He worried about his $9,000 bet. Let's see. He had a layup with 11:24 left, and 2 minutes later made a free throw to give him 10 points. The 10-point LeBron betting market has taken off in the past 3 months. A high-stakes version of The Price is Right featuring an NBA legend. The market regularly draws six figures in action and often pits professional bettors against each other on opposite sides of the yes-no bet. FanDuel stopped offering the wager on a game-by-game basis in mid-December, instead opting to use odds on James continuing his streak through the rest of the season. Christie, a hedge fund analyst and savvy bettor in his mid-20s, has been on the other side of the LeBron bets. He says he believes the hype surrounding the streak has inflated the price and has bet against James scoring 10 points in a handful of games this season. I've lost over $10,000 on it, said Chris D. He maintains there is value in betting against the streak when the price climbs to 65 to 1 or longer, and believes the true probability of James not reaching 10 points in a game is approximately 2% or 50 to 1. He used artificial intelligence to analyze historical injury rates for NBA players, factored in James's age and also his durability, and then shifted his focus to gauging just how much the Lakers superstar really cares about keeping the streak alive. This is where I differentiate from most people, Chris D said. I do think LeBron wants the streak to continue, but he already has the record. I don't think it's as meaningful to him anymore. I don't think it's as extreme as people think it is. David J disagrees. He believes the true price is closer to 120 to 1. Because James has scored fewer than 10 points in just 8 of his 1,550 regular season games, or 0.52%. Both bettors say they're basically wagering on the odds of James getting hurt early in a game. Interesting. The price climbs to minus 7,000, meaning you have to risk $7,000 to win 100. Well, hopefully I should double up here. Yeah, fine. I'll go all in. No problem. No problemo. I got 8s full of 4s, so you're fucked. That's right. That's right. Juan Soto, when asked who is the best hitter of all time, said himself. The sports reporter laughed. Juan said, "Prove me wrong." And I'm sure the sports reporter did that. Did he prove him wrong? With statistics? With the power of statistics? Hmm. 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 I guess that one. I'm finding out, though. That's what matters. I'm finding out the important stuff in life. Probably that one. Even though that's not very consistent with my personality. Given this test, that one. Okay. Check. I'm sucked in by the otherworldly portal. I skirt around the troll. Do I chat with the troll? Do I solve the riddle? I guess I'll solve the riddle. Might as well. I'm gonna be cooperative visitor and just chat with the dragon. Hmm. I'll go for the trapdoor. There's Truckcoon. I'm a banana cart. Okay. Whatever that is. That's what I am, I guess. I'm a banana cart. So for those of you who were trying to tell me that I'm not a banana cart, you're wrong. I just proved it. I guess I could make something to eat at this point. I could go in the kitchen, look in the freezer. I could make pizza, like frozen pizza. I'm not gonna make pizza. I could. I don't know. I'm gonna just microwave something. Banana cart. Active imagination always stays true to self, juggling 1,000 side quests. You're gonna take your side quest and shove it. You know what I always say: side quest, schmide quest. Oh, that's right. Well, all right, let's go start some food. I have to wait till break to move the car in. Let's see what kind of fun stuff we have. I'll go for a beef pot pie. Okay, beef pot pie it is, everybody. Beef pot pie. I'm gonna get a hot chick in a mini skirt. Okay, you do that. Show me, dear. In 5 minutes, I'll have a delicious pie to eat. And I'll eat that pie, drink a little more drink, maybe then have an after pie cigarette, and then I'll probably wrap up the stream. After pie cigarette. Oh, that's my bachelor party? I don't want a bachelor party. I have no interest in the bachelor party. Are the Giants better with Russell Wilson? Good question. Good question, everybody. So, Russell Wilson, projected starter for the Giants. They got two guys. They got Wilson and Jameis Winston. Aaron Rodgers was among the options, but remains a free agent. So Wilson apparently is not that level of quarterback as he used to be because of reduced athleticism and mobility. That's what ESPN says anyway. How much does Wilson have left in the tank? That's a question only Russell Wilson can answer. Despite a decline in performance in the Steelers' 5-game losing streak to close the season, Wilson reiterated a desire to play for 5 to 7 more years. Well, there you have it. But yeah, sure, you haven't seen much from Russell Wilson over the past few years. But I believe that the right situation, he turns everything around. He's a perfectly capable quarterback. Oh, the new Johnny single drops in an hour or so. That's cool. You're picky about his music? Okay. My pie's almost ready. I should probably get a beverage other than just coffee to drink. Balatro? Have I played Balatro? I don't know what that is. Come on, little pie. Oh, shit. That's fine. Whatever. I don't want to bet that much on ace queen anyway. Okay. I think what I'm going to do here temporarily is bring this thing down to have a surface to put my pie on. Oh, I've never played it, I don't think. Ah, yes, it's in my pocket. That's where it is. Papaya. I've never played papaya either. I already got a set of eights once this time. Now this flop comes at 2-3-6. That's a pretty good flop for a pair of eights. I guess I will bet about the pot size. I'll take it down. That's nice. Next, I've got the 5-2 of clubs. I'm in a small blind, so. I'm the hot roller chick by Show Media. Show me you, clown you. Okay. That's my line, huh? The theme of the song is feeling control with your art form expression or something, I believe. He's definitely a very thoughtful artist, you know. Are you a juggalo to show media? It's a good pie. No, not a gigolo, a juggalo. It's good to eat food. Helps you to juggalette, juggalito. I think a female juggalo is called a woe juggalo. Just like a female man is called a woe man. Well, Jeremy, yeah. Maybe you should check out What is a Juggalo? That's a pretty good one. Oh, and also answer your juggalo related questions. Whoa juggalos. Whoa jugglemen. Jugga hubba bubbas. Well, we are juggalos. Yes, we are. We are juggalos in a car. My membrane is fine. As always, it's covered in protective mucus. Juggalos and juggalos are different, show media. You're too young to know about juggalos. You're probably too young to know about juggalos, too. I'll tell you when you're older. How old? Well, I'd say 48. When you're 48, I'll tell you. My membrane never refrains from a little rain whilst being partially sane, however, never in Spain. Wow. Sounds like you need a drain, then, accordingly. You are the meow meow of my meow. Oh meow. And I will always meow 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 meow. You guys didn't even know that. That was crazy. You guys did not even know any of what I was just telling you. I'm going to fold. So you just go ahead and bet whatever you want, because I'm just going to fold. How to attain clown membership. It's mostly just a matter of giving them money. It's like sainthood used to be in the Catholic Church. You could buy it. The good news, you can buy a free pass into heaven for just $5,000. Oh my God, what a good deal. For just $5,000, I can guarantee eternal paradise. I mean, who would pass up on this deal? Alright, let me just back to a little card. I'll be right back. Oh, little wilderness card. Alright, well, we're done with that now. Good job, us. Now let's get our beer. We'll have a final cigarette together, and then I'm going to wrap up the stream in anticipation of the continuation of this poker tournament. And I'll just sort of watch TV and play poker until I'm ready to go lie down. I've gotten a fair number of couple things done today. How many things? That's for me to know and you to find out. Okay. There we go. Our ceremonial last cigarette together. Don't worry, it's just until next time. It's not forever. Knock on wood. A ladies' trip. Wow. All the ladies, huh? Well, that sounds like a very sexy sorority party. You're hoping to communicate this idea to Rachel. Sounds good. She was in the kitchen a second ago. I don't know if she's still in there or not. She may or may not be listening to this stream. Plenty of times she listens to other stuff, like tarot readings or other kinds of YouTube she likes to watch. There she is. This is my maid outfit. Perfectly good clean in this outfit. All right. Well, we're making progress on life. That's about as best as we can hope for. All right, time to call it a stream. Thanks a lot for being here. See you next time. Love you all. This has been host Eric and talking with famous people, bidding you a fond adieu.